It's 2020 and it's raining 8K TVs at really affordable prices these days. Some even have smart hub functionality. But these are not just the two aspects that will make a TV these days. So with me here today is Samsung's new 8K QLED TV. This is the Q950T, their flagship model. And I'll show you some of its top features, and hopefully you will be impressed enough that you will think it's worth the money to spend top dollar for big screen entertainment. First off, let's talk about design. Now normally for TV displays it's just a big flat panel, not much to talk about, but Q950T deserves extra mention. There's a lot of work that's gone into making this screen a really immersive display. If you come up close, you will see that there's almost no bezels. Samsung has pretty much deleted the bezels. If you stand 3 meters away, you'll see that's true, because it has a 99% screen to body ratio, and this is unmatched in anything else in the market today. Not only that, you get a very thin frame, so it looks really sweet and really sexy. If you wall mount this, it's really flush because it also has a no gap mounting option as well. Now within this thin frame, Samsung has also packed more speakers than last year's model. So there are woofers at the bottom here, side firing speakers and top firing speakers. It's really an impressive engineering feat, I would say. Moving on, much less talked about is the TV stand. Now last year's model's TV stand was 2 thin feet spread apart, but this year there's one bold, nice central TV stand this year around, and I quite like this design. It's bold and carries the screen up front more impressively. Lastly, take note that this year's display with the stand, the screen tilts ever slightly upward. So this is great if you have a low TV console and you place the screen with a TV stand and want to sit on the sofa, it will look just fine. The second focus area is display quality. So last year Samsung has already made a jump to 8K resolution, which really requires a lot more processing to upscale any source to 8K resolution intelligently. This year's 8K quantum processor also incorporates AI deep learning technologies to also help restore fine details in complex images that help deliver an even truer to life picture. In terms of the screen, it's still a direct full array LED backlit display that is driving this quantum dot enhanced screen. Now what's better in this year's edition is much more precise power management control at the back. The net result is you should be able to see more complex contrast handling and deeper blacks, and it's an improvement over last year's direct full array 16x. Now configuring the screen to the right viewing mode, brightness, contrast could be a bit troublesome because your ambient environment could change day, night, and even the content. So bearing this in mind, Samsung has debuted a new mode called Adaptive Picture Setting. So with this, you don't have to worry about how the picture looks in whichever ambient viewing mode. You might have heard something like this on other TVs, but what they do is only factor in the ambient lighting levels, not what is being played on screen. But Samsung incorporates both aspects to give you the best viewing experience at all times. So while we're on the topic of viewing experience, know that Samsung has incorporated a special layer within the screen to help improve your viewing angles no matter where you are sitting in the room. So as you can see here, if you stand in the center, move to the right, move to the left, the color volume and brilliance is still maintained. In addition to the ultra-wide viewing angles, the screen also helps keep the glare and reflections in check. So now I can sit in any part of the room and experience the clarity and brilliance of the screen. And for gamers, you're in for a treat. If you thought last year's QLED TV offered low input lag performance, this year's TV has improved it under 10 milliseconds. The TV's enhanced game mode also improves visibility in dark scenes and lowers motion judder. Now the third area of change is sound, and Samsung has made big strides in this year's TV. So the Q950T has rear speakers here for the woofers, side firing speakers and top firing speakers. In total, it'll give you a better audio delivery and presence, also thanks in part to newer waveguide within the TV. So in conjunction with more speakers, Samsung has taken this chance to improve its object tracking sound system. Now it's called OTS Plus. So what this does is audio scene analysis to improve your object tracking experience on the scene and deliver it to you. Previously, you needed audio object encoded formats like a Dolby Atmos sound stream, but with OTS, you can experience moving audio with almost any content thanks to intelligent audio and scene analysis. Along with Adaptive Sound Plus, which utilizes audio scene intelligence to real-time scene analysis, room acoustics analysis, you can also get more accurate audio experience on any content you watch. And in my usage and enabling this feature, it's usually better than manual mode settings and other preferential parameters that may only work optimally in specific content and scenes. With these audio enhancements, Samsung is giving you the best audio and visual entertainment experience thanks to intelligent audio processing engine built in. Building on its audio smarts, Samsung has yet another feature called AVA in short. So what this does is it boosts TV volume and especially analyzes a dialogue portion and increases and boosts it. When this activates, it's automatic and it takes place when you have an increase in ambient noise levels. For example, a vacuum cleaner nearby. When it turns on, TV will automatically engage the AVA function, boost the volume to make sure you don't miss the dialogue happening.
It's putting the country's policymakers on action to prevent a recession. Japan is the world's third largest economy behind the US and China, and it shrank by nearly 28% from April to June, the biggest contraction in 4 decades. And it's wiped out all the gains from Prime Minister.
So as good as the TV's own audio speakers system is, I'm sure a lot of people will also want to know how can you utilize what are the TV's special intelligent audio functions along with your own audio speaker system, like incorporating a soundbar with woofer for even more earth-shaking bass and a bigger sound envelope. So for that, Samsung has a new feature called Q-Symphony that works in unison with their 2020 series of soundbars. What I have here with me is the Q950T soundbar that pairs very well with the Q950T QLED TV as well. So Q-Symphony works pretty intelligently. All you have to do is come in here to the settings, to the speaker system, and you can toggle between TV plus soundbar, or just the soundbar output itself. So of course we want to enable TV plus a soundbar for the enhanced effect. Why? Because when you enable Q-Symphony to use the soundbar plus a TV, what it does is it'll use the TV's top speakers to give you a bigger sound feel experience, and it really works. So let me show you how it works. So here I have an audio test clip playing through just the soundbar only right now. You'll have a feel of how that sounds, and then you'll see me cut through and enable the Q-Symphony that works with the TV and the soundbar together. Okay, now I shall enable Q-Symphony from this setting that shows only soundbar, toggle it all the way to TV and soundbar. So immediately the sound sphere expands out because the top speakers are being used. Toggle it back. Now the sound sphere is over here. Just now it had it with this as well. So that's the advantage of having the Q-Symphony with the TV working with the soundbar for a bigger sound feel experience. Besides all those new features I've shared, there's a couple of new experience features that Samsung also debuting on the Q950T. One is called Tap View, which works in union with a moderately recent flagship phone from Samsung as well. So in my case, I have an S10 here, it's supposed Tap View. Let's see what happens. You bring it to the sides, tap it, the TV acknowledges it. You'll then get a prompt on the phone whether you want to continue sharing your screen. Press start now. It says connecting to the TV. I can see both my YouTube videos and what's on my phone right now. So I can watch and do things simultaneously. This is called Mutiview. So you can run a program here in Netflix, whichever be it. And then the multi-view settings will also help you to further position your screens. You can resize them, you can move it around, swap audio in case if you're running a movie here and watching something else here. So there's lots of options you can do with multi-view and tab view together. The specialty of the One Connect box is that it can be detached. All your I/O ports, all your AV connections can be detached from the TV. Behind this, you'll find all the HDMI inputs and USB connections. Everything is on this. The only thing that goes from here to the TV is this one invisible cable. This one cable has power and all the AV data all going to this. And because it is kind of translucent, it's very easy to hide it behind and conceal it. So this is one of the highlights of Samsung's flagship TVs, and it's not available on any other TVs or brands at this point in time. The next returning feature is called Magic Screen. This helps you transform your big screen to blend in better with the background, such as a feature wall, turn it into an artistic show, or even load up a gallery. Like so, and you can also turn it into a big picture gallery. You also have a one master remote that can connect all the AV items connected to the TV. You have Smart Hub and SmartThings. So, as great as it all sounds and looks and feels, this is not going to come cheap. Let's run through some numbers. Now, unlike last year, this year's premium Q950T won't be available in 55-inch size. It only starts from 65-inch to 85-inch sizes. So if you want the very best, your starting price increases notably. However, 8K resolution isn't ideal for 55-inch TV sizes anyway, and that's why Samsung is also offering a Q950T series that is almost everything that an 8K Q950T has, but it tops up at the 4K resolution. So then comes the question, which resolution should you go for? 8K or 4K? If your home can pack a 75-inch TV, try to go for 8K resolution TV, because at that size, you need all the extra definition the TV can pack so that you can sit up close and really enjoy the big screen impact really well. But if you can't pack a 75-inch, you're looking at 65-inch TV, that's great as well, but I really understand that between the 4K TV and the 8K TV, you're still seeing a sizable price difference, up to 6K price difference. So is the image improvements really worth the 6K price difference from the 65-inch price range? Now for those of you who are stuck in the dilemma here, okay, and you really want to try 8K but it's just too big for a leap, thankfully Samsung has also got the Q800T TVs. This is also 8K resolution TV, but it notches down a few things. So it packs almost the same capabilities and features of the Q950T flagship, minus a few things like the super premium infinity screen, the ultra thin design. You also had to miss the one invisible connection and no gap wall mount. HDR processing finesse drops a little bit and has slightly less control over the direct full array light local dimming, but it's still a lot better than 2019's flagship QLED TV. So that means that Q800T is a pretty good consideration if you don't mind foregoing some premium frills. Now what's the price difference like between the 8K Q800T and the Q950T 4K? Price difference is between the sizes 2K or less. So that makes it more palatable for you to make the jump to an 8K platform. Now to make things even better, sticking to the 8K platform only, Samsung is actually giving you a high-end soundbar. So if you take the Q800T, you get a 3.1.2 soundbar that's worth $1,999, and if you get a Q950T, you get a flagship Q950T soundbar as well, and that is worth $2,899, and that is a 9.1.4 channel Dolby Atmos certified speaker. Now with that given into the package price, this effectively means that you should go get an 8K TV from Samsung and you don't have to worry about anything else. Your only choice is get a Q800T if you want something value for money. Go for the Q950T if if you really want the premium and top of the line audio and visual quality. Hope this video helped you better understand Samsung's new 8K QLED TV range and which model to go for. Now if you want to figure out exactly how it handles in our detailed review, stay tuned, we're coming up with a full review shortly.